It's William here, the Bangkok voice coach, and today I'm going to look at something very different and very wonderful. And I want you to stick around for this because sometimes beautiful things do happen. And this, Jimmie Herrod in America's Got Talent singing Glimpse of Us, is quite exceptional and really worth watching.
She'd take the weight off my shoulders if it was ever hard to move.
Excuse me.
She'd turn rain to a rainbow when I was living in the blue.
Beautiful.
Oh, why then, if she's so perfect, do I still wish that it was you? No, perfect don't mean that it's working. What can I do when you're out of sight in my mind? 'Cause sometimes I look in her eyes and that's where I find a glimpse of us. And I try to fall for her touch, but I'm thinking of the way said I'm fine, I've moved on, I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I find a glimpse of us.
That's a star!
Thinking of the way it was. Said I'm fine, I've moved on, I'm only here passing time in her arms, hoping I'll find a glimpse of
It is actually completely and utterly perfect singing, and that's the reason why I'm just highlighting it here. I don't know how many people will watch this video, but as a vocal coach, you cannot hear more perfect male singing than this because of how he negotiates the passaggio constantly and absolutely imperceptible changes. He is singing this in the same key as Joji, actually, which is A flat major, which means that it's constantly flipping over into the head voice. That famous phrase where he sings to a glimpse, it's a top C5 in fact, each time it comes. But the last time he sings an E flat 5, which is just an octave lead rather than the 6th, and it's just a pretty addition to the melody, making it his own. Every time it is just perfect. How he does it? Well, he is naturally gifted with a very high voice because I've heard him speaking too, and he speaks very, very high. His voice didn't really break, I suspect, as a boy. It shifted down, but it didn't really break. So he's got a high speaking voice, which means that's good. He's got light, slimmer vocal cords. He is able to go through the passaggio without any changes because he doesn't grip his voice. He allows the air to pass through the throat without grabbing the muscles, which people do often as they approach a register change. There's a tendency to want to find some kind of grip, some kind of anchor, so you dig in and hold on. And this is what causes the muscle imbalance, so the change of register becomes really, really obvious. It goes like this, clunk, like a car. He moves like a Rolls Royce. He speaks the words lightly, gently, but he doesn't over push. He's got a very high voice. He allows this wonderful shifting around. He doesn't get in the way of it. The top notes still have the bite of a spoken word. They're not spoken position, but he's got core in them to give them the connection to the lower octaves. And this is the secret to his genius. And I absolutely love it. And watch what the judges say. Because they know they've just heard something flawless. Wow. Yes. And this is someone who's done it before.
Jimmie.
Because you don't sing like that. You don't fall out of bed.
Anyone can say what I'm about to say, which is, that's how you do it. Right?
Thank you so much.
I mean, we've all got ears. It was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Heidi.
You've always been one of my favorites. It's just a tone in your voice. It's just, I don't know, it just goes down like butter. It's just so nice.
It is a beautiful voice,
I love you.
and it's not
You're
pushed.
fantastic.
And it's very, very
13 years I've been on this show.
Soft.
I've watched it right from the beginning. You are, in my opinion, the best male vocalist in the history of AGT.
And yet he didn't win.
But tonight, we can't send people through. The super fans are the people that are going to vote for one act to go through. So
Please love me.
See, his voice, speaking voice is high.
That's written on my mirror.
I love that. Well done,
Thank you,
Simon.
Jimmie.
That's...
Thank you so much.
But you see that's why I left it on until he spoke at the end, because he speaks very high. He speaks much higher than me, and actually I speak quite high. He's super high. This is like such international, classy singing that it's hard to believe that he's not world famous. But all sorts of things contribute to a career. Now, what I do know is that Jimmie Herrod sings in Pink Martini. And that's great, because that is the genre that suits his voice. So I do hope to see a lot more Jimmie Herrod in the future. In fact, I'm going to go look for more right now. It's William here, the Bangkok Voice Coach. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
Oh,